G'day guys, alright, so we are in a Crusader 2013 Cross Country. This customer come to us with some concerns around their electrical system. The background of this system is that they had a previous installer do an upgrade to their battery system, which included taking out their old system, old AGM batteries and solar regulator and battery charger, and putting in a small 200 amp hour BTEC, Enerdrive BTEC, with a Victron MPPT, with a Red Arc BCDC and an Enerdrive AC charger. They had two existing solar panels on the roof, 150 watt solar panels, and the installer added a third, some random solar panel on the roof. They then also went and had some work done by another Caravan installer, putting a new fridge in. And the customer just basically wasn't happy with the electrical system. So they contacted us with the intention of us just doing an overview of the installation completely and rectifying what needed to be rectified. So this van actually has had quite extensive works done to it now. We completely stripped out the upgraded battery system and repurposed all of their kit, but brought it up to the standard. This original installation was done post the rule changes around lithium batteries and isolations, and so basically 2023, it was done just around I think it was November 2023 that this upgrade had been done. So the installer should have complied to that particular standard, but didn't, which meant that they just had a lithium battery, no battery isolation, no solar isolation, no battery monitor wasn't really appropriately installed, and all those sorts of things. So what we've done with this one is, as I say, repurposed their good gear that they had. These guys didn't want an inverter, so they haven't had an inverter installed. But we took all of the solar panels off the roof and we've given them 4 matched 200 watt solar panels on the roof. We've brought that down through the 50 amp solar regulator. We have completely cleaned up a few areas of concern for the owner with regards to wiring. There was a whole bunch of ugly wiring underneath the van, which we've deleted and rerun and repurposed all of the wiring that was appropriately installed from factory. We then took out the tank monitoring system that was in the van. We've installed new tank sensors. We've installed Cymarine for them to be able to monitor everything through the van. And we also then enclosed the 200 amp BTEC into a fully sealed box underneath the seat here. We've also given them battery isolation. So as you can see, we've got a completely sealed box, which is where their battery lives. The battery isolator, battery monitor, and all the relevant fusing and isolation, including fusing on the roof for the solar panels and isolation down here underneath the seat for the complete solar array. At the same time, we also did a few extras for these guys. We put a couple of Sirocco fans in for them. They had some random downlights up underneath here, which had red courtesy lights on them, so at night time they were glowing red. So they've got one here, they had one in the bathroom, so I deleted those, and they can switch that now through this position here, and also a new switch in the bathroom. This van originally had a 3-way fridge, and in the old vans they used to have like a rotary dial isolation, which you would switch between travel mode and camp mode, which basically meant that was changing the source of the 12 volt. I deleted all of that. That's not necessary anymore with this system. So we've repurposed that spot for the light switch under bench top, or sorry, under cabinet downlight. This van also didn't have any USBs in it, so we've installed a couple of fast charge USBs. The reason we've used that spot is that's where the old tank monitor gauge was, so we've covered that up with some USBs, which is a nice feature. took the fridge out. The fridge had all sorts of lovely wiring in behind it, so we've cleaned all that up and sorted that out, rerun cable directly to the fridge from the battery system. It was going down underneath the van to where the battery used to be, then back again and then back up again. So we've cleaned all of that up and just rerun a new cable. So yeah, this one's actually had quite an extensive amount of work done to it, although not really adding much. A little bit more solar on the roof and some extra niceties like fans and USBs and that sort of thing, but ultimately they've ended up with the same system, but a lot more efficient. Yeah, so now, and all, of course, because they've got Cymarine up here and they can monitor what's going on with that, they can see how much solar, how much their loads are drawing, you know, and also we've given them tank monitoring now as well, so they can see their tanks in a little bit more clarity to what it used to be, just the 4-bar gauge up on the wall there. So yeah, as much as this was not a complete change to what they had, it's been a massive amount of work going to this van just to bring it up to more compliant standard, add a few features in that makes off-grid camping a little bit nicer. Anyway, cheers guys, we'll see you in the next one.